to show you these papers. I just purchased them from Zazzle. I cannot tell you if what I paid is a good price, not a good price. I have no clue. I have no idea because I've never purchased these types of papers online before. The only ones I've ever purchased were these rolls from Tim Holtz and the papers in Marta Maremi Small Art web site, and I can't remember the price, and I paid whatever it was. I'm fairly certain they were a decent price, not too expensive, but I really can't remember. So I don't know if these are overpriced or not, because like I said, I couldn't find any paper anywhere. I didn't know where to find some. Somebody told me where, a few people actually, so I'm very happy. Thank you very much. However, I must say these papers are absolutely beautiful. So I have to show you. I got 2 sheets of each, and each sheet of paper cost me $5. Now, they're quite big, I must say. So I will start with the ones that are in here. Actually, they're a little smaller. So I think these are, I haven't measured them. I'm fairly certain. Now, I'm not even sure the camera will capture all of this. Let me see if I can move it so you can see. I think these sheets are 11 by 17 inches. That's what I'm thinking. Tabloid, I think it's called. Look at these. So they're $5 a sheet. I got 2. So each sheet, cost me about $10. I think there's different prices for different sizes. Also, you can get, I think you can get smaller sheets. I think so. I'm not 100% positive. So let me measure just for fun. So what did I say? 11 by 17? No, see, this is 12, almost 13 by, I wish I had a measuring tape. 12, just about 19. If that makes sense. I don't know if that's a right measurement. About 19 by 13 inches. So of course I can make a lot with 1 sheet, and I got 2. Now of course I know you know, because you're a crafter too, that I'm going to be traumatized of cutting into this beautiful paper. You know this, right? You know it. I don't have to tell you that I'm going to be hesitant to rip into this gorgeous paper, oh my God, to create art. But also, I will have to. Oh my goodness, I can feel right now my heart fluttering at the idea of cutting into these. That's how I feel. I love paper so much that I'm almost aching at the thought of cutting into those already. But it's gonna have to be done. It will have to be done. Okay, enough with the emotions here. Look at that. Oh my God, my heart, look at it. And this is only half of it. I have to unfold it. I know there's some glare with the light. Look at this. This is just magnificent. Okay, let me open it. I'm sorry, I just had the hiccups there. Oh my gosh. This could not, I mean, come on. This is simply amazing. I've never seen anything so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm just extremely happy that I had the presence of mind to order 2 of each, because then I have to admit I don't think I'd be able to use them. Just going to put this aside real quick while I show you the other. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh, this is absolutely, I wonder if it's just easier to show and like this than unfold the whole thing. It's the same page, right? So I don't know, let me see. Oh my goodness. Oh, I am so in love. I really, really don't know. I have to stop saying I don't know how I'm going to use them, because I will use them. I will force myself to rip into that paper and use them. Actually, I will use them today. So let me put, okay, so these, oh my gosh. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Look at that. Oh, yeah. I'm just super happy I got 2 of each. I'm gonna have to buy more from them. Oh, this is amazing. Oh, I can't wait. So these are the papers I purchased. Like I said, they, you know, with the shipping and such, it did cost me a tiny bit, but it had to be done. I had to purchase them. I just had to. I don't own any papers like these, and I needed them. So I have, like I said, these are really, really big sheets. 13 by, what did I say? 13 by 19. And these are a little smaller, but not much. So I got a total of 6 with 8 sheets. And the total came to, with shipping and taxes and whatnot, to $52, I think. But again, they're very big sheets. I will do a lot of things with those sheets. They're very, very large, and usually the work the pages I work on are not bigger than this. So already per sheet I can do 4. If I were to cut these size sheets, I would have 4 of this size per sheet. So you know what I mean? It's gonna go a long way, and it made me happy to purchase them. And so I did. So let me flip to the page we will be working on and put something underneath. Oops, sorry, I knocked the phone, and I'll put this a little lower, give you a better view of everything. And I'll be right back with all the supplies we're going to need, especially the beautiful new papers. Okay, I gathered my elements. I'm going to take my thumb ring off because it's, I don't know, I like it. I like how it looks, but sometimes it bothers me when I'm doing stuff. Okay, so, oh my goodness, I chose this dark paper. I thought it was, I don't know, I have to. So I cut a piece. I don't want it to fit perfectly, but it just so happens I kind of did cut it perfectly. Okay, but of course I don't want to, the whole journal to just be covered in this. However, I'm thinking now, I want to, and I also cut a piece of this one, the one that had like the, what is it, daisies, the big gigantic daisies, and only the handwriting. Now I'm wondering, see this, yeah, this would not cover the background, so I might have to put this, let me see if, yes, I might have to, if I want to add some lighter paper. You know what, no, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay pieces of this. Whatever I don't cover with this, I will put some white gesso so it becomes lighter, and then if I want to add the lighter paper, it will actually show, because the background will be lighter. So yes, see, yes, that's what we're going to do. So let's start by ripping oh my heart, let's start by ripping some paper. Okay, I have to figure out what I want to still be in here, and oh my goodness, it's so difficult. Okay, let's start just ripping. Now, when you have an image that you want to contour, let's say I wanted to keep this part, this type of flowery thing intact, I would use a brush pen or a very thin brush dipped in water, and I would contour the image, and then it will just rip super easily. But right now I'm not looking for perfection or contouring an image in particular. I am just starting to rip to put pieces of this paper down on my book. So there's no need for a precise cut at this point. Okay. Okay. I don't like that we can still see orange, but I will cover that with white gesso. So I will, okay, I will start applying. I am like so excited that I become almost indecisive about what it is that I'm trying to do. So let's just put some clear gesso or glue or matte medium, whatever you have. I'm fairly certain Mod Podge would work as well. Okay, this book keeps moving. It's going to be quite annoying. I'm trying to keep it together. However, it's not easy because the other part is very full and heavy. I feel like it's dragging my... and I can't clip this to that because this is too thick. Okay. I guess I'll just have to live with this. That's all. Okay. Like so. Okay. Yes. Love it. Beautiful. Oh, the quality of this paper is magnificent. Okay, now, oh, I was going to use this part for the other side, but I'm not disliking this. And you know why? Because this is writing, this is writing, this is a different kind of writing, and then I could put... oh yes, okay, this is what we're going to do. So this I have to cut pretty straight because, you know, it goes on the edge of this page. So, I think I will go cut this piece and I'll be right back. Okay, well, this is magnificent because now it leaves me a big piece of the paper that I can put with the rest of the page and I can use in other projects. So, you know, those 8 pages that I have, extra big pages, they will go a long way at the end of this, you know? So I think it will be a $52 very well spent. And of course, I'm in Canada, so I know sometimes in the States, a lot of things seem to cost less for some reason. I think, I'm not sure. I have to like really look into this company, see where they're located, and yeah, I am not regretting my purchase, let's just say. Oh, okay, I need to get up. I'm not at a right angle for this. Sorry if my arms are right in front of the camera right now. I'm really just trying to see what it is I'm doing. Oops, I don't want to glue whatever was underneath there. I should put a page to protect. Hold on. I'm going to put something here to protect whatever's on the other side. Oh, actually, it's just a piece of paper in there. Oh, okay. I'll take this out. There you go. I wouldn't want to ruin the work I've done on the other page, so I will just put that in the meantime there. And I managed not to be in line. Ah, okay. Perfect. The beginning of the work is always a little, you know, everything's moving, nothing is set yet. Okay. And I don't mind that there's wrinkles. Like, I know some really like it when it's super flat, but the way I go about journals, junk journaling, journals in general, is I like when it looks old, and the wrinkles, for me anyways, contribute to that. I heard a weird sound. I don't know if the sound came through the camera, but like a pop sound, which is really strange. I don't like that. I don't know what popped. It wasn't me. Okay. Okay. Oh, yes. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So now I will put white gesso in the middle. I usually apply white gesso with my fingers, but that's when I want the result to be subtle. I don't need it to be subtle. I want to cover this part before I start applying the other paper. So I'm going to just go right at it. And just like, I could also use probably acrylic, just white paint, you know, but I just had the gesso here. Plus it also adds more grip, more tooth to your page. So because that's what it is for, right? It's to prepare your page to receive whatever other medium you're going to put on it. And it adds more adherence and grip, I think is the right word. And it doesn't need to be completely opaque white, just white-ish, just so the other paper I want to put actually pops, because otherwise you would see too much of underneath. If it was just not handwriting, but writing, like a book page, a regular book page, then I would probably wouldn't bother, because I would like to see it through. But these are like pictures of, I think it's a distillery, it's called, where they make alcohol. So because that's what the book was about. I got it at the dollar store. I thought it was perfect. It was the perfect size for making an altered book journal, and I've been working on it ever since. Okay, just going to let this dry. Okay, I'm not sure it's super dry just yet. I could have used my dryer, but since I'm going to apply this paper on it, I don't think it has to be dry right away. So I'm trying to figure out now how to go about it. So I don't know, I'll just tear something. I didn't think of the angle, like it goes this way when I didn't think of the angle because I had not started my work when I took this piece of paper, but that's okay. We will figure it out. It will all be okay. Ooh, why not upside down? Yeah, I don't think it matters. It's just you know, yeah, like a background of some sort. It's all good. Okay, let's do that. Oh, I took the wrong brush. Doesn't matter. Okay, just switch. Oh yay, now I put the brush on my desk. Another thing to clean. That's why this wooden top doesn't stay clean very long. The other one I had was beyond dirty. I do plan on sanding it down and painting it white, so I would have another kind of, you know, background work surface. I do like the dark wood, but I know some people prefer the white. We'll see. It'll be nice to change anyways. And since now I have two, I can paint one white and the other one just repaint, you know, retint or tint it, stain it, whatever the word is for the wood. Yeah, there you go. Ah, lovely. Lovely. Wow, this paper really can take, like, I'm not being delicate here. It's very good quality. Wowee. Beautiful. I might actually put some more of that dark in the middle. We'll see. I'm kind of seeing where this is going and what it's going to need. Okay, let me cut going diagonal like this. Yes, see, I think I would put some darker one there. Just yeah, I think. Oh, this thing keeps moving. I could glue it down, but then it would ruin the whole thing. Okay. I hope you are all doing well. I'm not my usual chatty self. I'm kind of, usually when I do these, except from a video not very long ago, a few weeks or a few days, I'm not sure, where I did chit chat through the whole process. But Usually when I do these, I like to go in silent mode. I'm not that kind of person that can really concentrate well while I talk, and sometimes I'm thinking, well, I'm not sure they're going to be interested in just my rambling chit chat. So okay, I grabbed that part of paper that I was so happy to keep, but now I'm thinking there's a piece that needs to be here, maybe there too. So we're going to tear into it. There's no other way about it. See where it leads us. I don't like the straight edges. That's why I'm tearing this tiny bit here. Okay, would that fit here? Would that look good? It kind of has to now that I've kind of glued it there. Okay, guess this is where it's going. I really want it to be in the middle there properly. There. It has to sit nicely in the crease, clearly, because you'll have a bad surprise if you don't do that. And you just put it straight flat, of course. Once you manipulate the book and open and close, it will eventually tear. And you don't want that. There. Perfect. Oh, I like it. I like it, like it, like it. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm going to tear a tiny bit of top here, like so. And again, I don't like the straight border. I don't think it fits, although it will be covered because I will put white gesso to make everything fit together. So I shouldn't even, you know, bother too much to be precise about these things. But in general, on other work, I don't like when everything is just super straight. Okay, I think this is nice just like that. Again, making sure that this is in the middle so that when we open and close the book, it won't tear. Like so. Yeah, I don't know if everybody's doing well and how's the weather where you are, but here it's starting to be very cold. We had a tiny bit of snow, which I'm very surprised, because lately it seems for the past 16 years the snow has decreased every winter. We have less and less and less. And this time we had some January 31st. So, I mean, we had some a tiny bit after Christmas, but it didn't last because it started raining. So these are the winters we are having, it seems. Oh, look at that. Oh, this would look good right there. I have to cut it straight though because of the edge here. I'm just going to do that right now. Yes. Okay. Well, oh, I really don't want to cover that much. Yeah, okay. Well, you know, it is done. That's what is collage, you know. You put layers and layers and layers and things do get covered. But overall, all those layers do play a role. They do play a role in the overall finished product, if you will. So you're not really hiding. I mean, some of them get hidden almost entirely. But I can assure you that if those layers weren't underneath, it would make a difference in the end. It would. You would see less details or less depth in your work. So don't worry about covering things up. It's all part of the game. Okay, I do like that. You have a lot of glare. I don't know if you can see where this is going so far. I really do like it. Do I want to add a tiny bit somewhere? Maybe a maybe a tiny tiny little thing. Maybe, I don't know, let me see what it would look like here. I think that's pretty nice. I think it offers a nice balance, so I will go there. I like it. Like this. I don't know if the papers I am making will be out in my Etsy shop by the time you see this. But I have a brand new collection coming out. It's all about woodland, fairies, magic, gnomes, flowers, a lot of fussy cutting. I think you will get through 13 pages of elements of all kinds, and 12 journaling pages. So it's going to be really awesome. I hope you like it. It might be in my Etsy shop by the time you see this. Like I said, I'm not sure because my videos don't always follow. You know, because I do sometimes film 2 or 3 videos, let's say on a Sunday, and then throughout the week I will do some editing, and then I'll decide which one goes out. So at this point, I don't know if this will be out before or after. Okay, I will dry this and we'll add a lot of beautiful things. Okay, so it is dry. Now, if the image seems to be a tiny bit different, it's because it is. What I didn't realize is, remember when I said the white gesso wasn't completely dry, but it doesn't matter because it's all gesso, and then I started gluing this. Now, the problem with that is when I dipped this brush into the clear gesso and started putting the image and sometimes going underneath, well, it mixed up with the white gesso, which then the clear gesso wasn't so clear. So most of the image became, I don't know if you can see that light white instead of that beautiful rich dark, and I was not happy. So I had to glue some of my leftover of that piece I had cut at the beginning and put it on top of the other one, because I was not going to leave it this way, except for this little part, because I don't think in the end it will matter much. But yes, I could not leave it this way. So note to self and to you, wait for your white gesso to dry if you're applying clear gesso, because your clear gesso won't be clear that much anymore. So I'm thinking of adding something with a lot of color, and I think I found the image in this beautiful journal, and I think it will be this mushroom. So I will cut it out and we will see if he's the perfect match for this page. Now I'm probably going to add something else, but just want to see maybe other mushrooms, but I think the color is perfect. Like, it's not red, it's not orange. Well, it is orange, but it's like a vintage orange, if you will. So I'm just gonna cut it real, like, grossly cut it, or like, oh, look at it, it's big, it's huge. Okay, this needs to go in my, on the page somehow, somewhere. So I will just fussy cut this. Okay, so wow, wow, aren't they just? I wonder if I should group them even. That's another possibility. But then I would have to have something here. I don't know. I also like the idea like that because although this, I don't know, these ones are leaning. Oh, no, that's too crooked. It's like they're falling. No, I think I will go back to this and like so. I really, really do like this. It's really beautiful. And I have other, I want to play with some stencils too. Now I'm wondering, do I make the stencils first or after? And do I ink the edges around those? I think I will ink the edges. Sometimes I like to do that. Not all the time. When it, you know, when it's fussy cutting just to put on a collage, I usually don't, but I don't know. Let me see if it's even worth it. If it's even going to make a difference. I'm not certain actually. Huh. Oh, I don't know now. But I'm kind of, I kind of started something. I'm not sure it actually shows. Maybe to eliminate any tiny bit of white I might have left behind. I don't know. I don't think it shows. Well, I'll just loosely do it in case there's a tiny bit of white. That's all. There. Even if it doesn't really add anything, it certainly doesn't take anything away. And that way, if there's some white that I don't see, well, now it's gone. Okay, so I think I will glue them, and then we will go ahead with other things. Oh my goodness, it's really beautiful. And it's funny because I wanted to eliminate the orange, and now I'm putting more orange. But you know what? It's just perfect. I think it's lovely. Yes. Okay, so let's finish this. So I will. Oh, these papers make it so easy though, huh? When you have beautiful papers to work with. So now I'm wondering if I want to cover the areas I feel need coverage, like the orange here, but I don't know if this will stick to that. Or maybe I'll just grab leftover of the paper. Like, and this will work because this right here is gesso. So of course I can cover that. But I usually go around the whole thing with black. But because the sheet here, the paper we used is black, I'm not sure if I have to. So let me just see if I have enough left over here to cover the little areas where, or if I put white gesso first, then I'll be able to cover this with black. That's another option. Let me see. Or do I even have to? See, that's the perfectionist creating all kinds of problems that nobody asked for. That's me. Raise your hand. Who creates their own little problems? Because nobody, I'm sure, would have complained that we see the original, you know, orange underneath. But of course, I had to mention it. Okay, so this I think I'll be able to color black once it dries. Okay, so I was able to color around just the white spot once I put the white gesso. So now I'm thinking before I apply the texture paste, I should probably put some clear gesso on these little guys because they don't have any protection. And I would really be sad to, you know, destroy the whole images. I don't know how this paper reacts to anything really. It just came out from that book I showed you, so I don't want to ruin them. So I will just protect them. The rest of the journal has already had a coat of the clear gesso, so it doesn't need anything. And plus, if I decide to use some of the texture paste on these, like if some of it touches it, that's what I'm trying to do, is to protect the mushrooms, right? So because I'm seeing maybe I'll have some here and maybe some here, so it overall will touch some of the mushrooms. So just trying to make sure they don't get ruined. I usually add a lot more details to my pages, but I feel, and this, let's not forget, this is technically not art journaling, although I've treated this whole entire book as an art journaling book. But what I mean is, I think the paper right now, the way it is gorgeous enough that if I add too much, you know, I don't want to overwhelm the page. This is the last page. Now, keep in mind that I didn't do the cover yet. And if I do cover the cover with fabric, maybe the fabric will come over a tiny bit around. Maybe I'll make a little tuck spot here and some of this will be hidden. I'm not sure. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just apply some kind of paper. I'll see. I don't know where I'm going with the cover, but the inside will be done after today for sure. Okay, so now it's time to apply some texture paste. I really love this. I love it, but I'm thinking this would also be really beautiful. It's a letter, and because it's letters and writing, of course it would go nicely. I'm hesitant. Oh, I don't know, because I don't know. Oh, I love the writing. I really do. But I want it to show, and it's very small. And this is white, but on the black here it would probably show very well. How about we just go ahead, you know? I mean, it shows, it doesn't. Well, what can I do? Just doing our best. Okay, let's see if it works. Let's put some here. Just random, nothing. Hopefully it worked. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, good choice, Chantal. Good choice. Okay. Okay, now I want to put, I don't want this to touch that. I wonder if it went through on the other side. Oh, like right, all of this right here. Yes. Okay, let's hold it so it doesn't move. That's the thing also, because it's such small details. It's very easy to, like, I think I smudged it right here. I can already see it. There's going to be a smudge. So now I'm going to have to try and correct this right there. See, I knew it. And that's what happens now. I don't know where to put this. Hold on. I don't want to ruin anything on my desk. I'm going to grab some tissue paper right here. And we're going to try and fix the smudge. And that's what happens sometimes. Like there's a tiny bit here around there. That's already better. And a tiny, well, because I protected everything with clear gesso, I can actually just take this part out completely and leave just the parts that are not smudged. There you go. Oh my goodness, isn't that beautiful? I feel it needs a tiny bit here. So let me grab some more texture paste. Oh my goodness, it's so lovely. I love that stencil. Really, really love it. Okay. How about, whoops, that's the part I use. How about some right here? Wait, maybe a tiny bit here. Just a tad. Just to say there's something. Yep. And I don't, oh, I gotta be careful not to ruin this. So that's the thing. That's a big stencil to be, you know, working with. And then you could, if I put it here, I will damage this area. So let me dry this area first. And I've seen a tiny bit of smudgeness right here that I will fix, like so. I don't know if I can. Oh, I did. Okay, I will dry this and then I'll be able to put some there without ruining the rest. Okay, I think I can safely, let me touch. I don't think I will ruin anything if I add a tiny bit here, or maybe, I'm so scared. I don't want to ruin everything. Like just a tiny bit here, just a tad. Please don't be ruined. Okay, and maybe in the corner right here, just a tiny bit. Like right there. There, that is nice. It is a little smudge, but it's normal and it's very thin letters, so that's okay. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, I'll let it dry. Okay, we're almost done. I completely forgot that I purchased new items like these washi tape tickets, which I really love, and this type of paper. Beautiful. And I'm wondering if I could use some of these sticky words on this. So let me see, let me show you what I'm trying to figure out, which is to cut. Well, before I cut it, let me just lay it there. And I was going to like choose this, let's say, be in love with your life. And I think it's lovely, but I was trying to see if it would be, if it would pop out more on this. Now see, I love it, but I don't think it's the right background. So I will glue this back on this roll so I don't waste anything. And I will choose something else. Okay, so what I think is better is to glue it on some sort of background paper. And I think this is absolutely lovely. And we see it more. So I will do exactly that. I love this. I want to find others. Oh, replace fear of the unknown with curiosity. That is very wise. Okay, so let me right here. I will keep tearing because this is a longer sentence. Oh yes, and I think it would, oh yes, it would fit perfectly here. I think this is lovely right here, and maybe another one. I like uneven numbers, 3, 5, you know. Let me see. Okay, I found Hold On Tight to Your Dreams. I think this is perfect. Okay, I think this will look lovely right here. And I like that it's on coffee stained paper because it brings back some of the beige and orange feel, you know, from the mushrooms. I think altogether it's really beautiful. And of course the black sentences fit with, you know, whatever is black on the page here. I wonder if I could, no, here is better. And like so. Oops, is it straight? Oh, it's not. There it is. Okay. And hold on tight to your dreams. That's what I'm doing here. That's what I'm doing. My dream is to be able to do this full time. I'm working very, very hard. So if you have social media and you want to share my videos to your 200-300 friends, please do. It would be very, very, very grateful. I would be very grateful. It would help my channel so much. It's really difficult to grow when you have such amazing crafters, big players that have been there for 6, 8, 10 years. So if you can share, I would really appreciate it, because YouTube does not know me enough to start suggesting me to a lot of people. So, and you know what? I think we did good. Sometimes you cannot keep adding. I would add maybe butterflies, maybe splashes, but I will stop there because I actually do think that sometimes simpler is better. And in this case, there's nothing wrong with this page. It is beautiful just the way it is. So I will really leave it this way. I think it's lovely. So I thank you again for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this session, especially since this is the end of the orange altered book, the altered book journal. Oh my goodness, it's been a while since I had worked in it. I don't know why I stopped. I mean, had I known I only had one page left, I would have finished it a while ago. But there it is. There it is. I know some of you have asked me if I would sell it. I am unsure. There's so much work that went into it, so many memories, and I can see my progress. I can see a lot of things. So I am unsure if I will sell it. Maybe I will, because I do have my art journals that I can keep. Maybe I will sell it because it is a wonderful altered book. I just don't know how I would price it, honestly. Start the bidding. You tell me how much you'd like to pay, because I'm not sure I can let this go for too cheap. There's a lot of hours of work in there. But anyways, on this, I want to thank you for joining me. I hope you've learned something. I hope you maybe just enjoy yourself, maybe watching me create, and that I've inspired you to create stuff of your own. Why not? That's what I'm here for. I give you a great big hug from here in Nova Scotia, Canada. I hope you're all happy, healthy, and safe. And as usual, thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye. Bye-bye.